Hi everybody, it's Wendy from Cinnamon Sweet Shop. And with the holidays just around the corner, I'm going to show you how to make a gingerbread chocolate bark. Real simple to do, doesn't take a whole lot of ingredients. First, we're going to be using I have here an 8" by 8" pan. You can use a larger pan, you can use a smaller pan, but adjust the amount of chocolate you use for that so that your chocolate is thick enough to make it a really good bark. You don't want it too thin, you don't want it too thick. I'm going to line the pan with some parchment paper that I cut out. Now, as far as the chocolate's concerned, I'm using a mixture of chocolate. You can use all milk chocolate if you want. I don't really recommend that because I prefer the dark chocolate, which is a healthier chocolate as well. Keep in mind too, the higher the percent cacao, the healthier the chocolate. It's also a little less sweet, so I like to mix it down. So I'm going to be using a mixture of semi-sweet chocolate and bittersweet chocolate. I also have here some gingerbread cookies. Now you can find the recipe, and I do have it linked above, right above me, of my gingerbread cookie recipe. What I did was I cut them small. You can cut them any shape or size because we're just going to really break them up anyway. But you don't want to make them too thick that you can't break them up. So these were rolled out to about 1/8 of an inch, baked, cooled, and then I'm going to break them up. Now I placed my cookies in a Ziploc bag, and I have a hammer, but you could also use a rolling pin. And I just want to pound the cookie a bit just to break them into pieces. I don't want them real crumbly, but I would like to have them in pieces. You could also break them by hand if that's what you need to do. Next, I'm going to melt this chocolate, and I broke them up into pieces. And when you're melting chocolate like this, you're going to burn it. And you just want to melt it. I'm going to put this in for 30 seconds, mix it real well, another 30 seconds, see how it is, and maybe put it in for 10 seconds after if it's not completely melted. I want to address one thing because I know somebody's going to ask me, can you use the melting chocolates? Yes, you can do that instead. I don't like melting chocolates. I did a video on why I don't like melting chocolates, which I also have linked above and below as well. So I'm going to stick this in the microwave and melt this. Take the melted chocolate, just pour it into the pan. And with an offset spatula, I'm just going to spread it out evenly across the pan. And with the cookies, just sprinkle them across. Once this chocolate's hardened, you can either cut them into squares or just break them apart into uneven sections. Whatever you want to do, it's still very good. For this recipe, see the link below. Subscribe to this YouTube channel for much, much more. I do have recipes on there. I have baking tips. I have smoothies. I even have some travel videos on there as well. And there'll be another travel video coming up in December. And I will see you next week.